Oh, hello, Miss Tron. How you doing there, young lady? Getting set up here. What's happening, folks? Like buttons to your left there, please. Like buttons on the left. You can't sleep. Oh no. Are you okay? You're not stressed out about anything, are you? Just I certainly hope it gets better. So have you been up all night playing Spider-Man? Like buttons to your left there, folks. There's been on one or two more people to pop in. What's going on there, Decimi? So you got a little sleep. Oh, no Spider-Man. Okay. Well, I certainly hope it gets better. So, but hell, today you may be so tired you may just crawl, just hit the bed and be like, ah. What's going on, Samuel? The Almighty Spartan God. Like buttons to your left there, folks. Burner Blast is shit at games. Oh my. What up? So, buenos dias. How you doing? I got up this morning and got me a mimosa. That's what it's like to be a grown-ass man. I tell you what, I'm a big shout out to the people that have beaten Spider-Man, because I have not even, I think I'm maybe 29 or 35% done. But I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to find all the backpacks. I'm trying to find do all the Black Cat missions. So, but yeah, I got up this morning because I'm used to getting up at 5:45, and I had like 10 people messaging me about King Thrash's podcast and Vidiot and they're trying to really understand where he's coming from. But I think if you go back and listen, but we'll get into that. But that's why I'm up early. Plus, I need to give a big shout out to Sick Humor for kind of setting this trend. I'm definitely borrowing from that brother. So it's a good way to really talk to people that because there's subs from all over the world, and I'm not saying that to brag or something, because this is a small channel, but there are people who watch and listen. I can say watch. They listen. They're in the UK. They're in Ireland. They're in Germany. They're in France. They're in Italy. They're on, and for them, if I do a podcast at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning over there. And they're not going to be able to listen live. And a lot of them like to listen live and ask questions. So, that's why I'm up early doing this. What's up, Moshan? Destiny 2, yeah. Yeah, I downloaded that and I still haven't done that. So I downloaded that and I still haven't played. I think my character is like level 8. I mean, I just can't get into that game. It's fun, but what's the point? You're minus 9,000 into Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. So it is what it is. So God of games. Yeah, I gave out some free smoke yesterday. So, but shout out to everybody here, Beertron, or is it? I'm not for sure if it's Viera or Vera. If it's Vera, put a 1 in there. If it's Viera, put a 2. I want to make sure I pronounce your name right. Resistance Easter egg, where you're giving away. Now you're giving away. You're giving away spoilers there. No spoilers, please. 13, cool. Yeah, I don't mind Destiny 2, but if the point is to get leveled up and then do a bunch of other stuff with different people, I'm not going to do that. So, but I understand. Hey, shout out. There's a dedicated fan base that loves playing Destiny. I mean, loves it. So you're finding it hard to buy a Pro here in Australia. You're sold out. Yeah. It's again, I'm really surprised. But you all do know, remember about 6 weeks ago, it was reported that it was a choke put on it. Remember so I don't know if they slowed down production because they're going to start ramping up production of a new system, or they slowed down production because they weren't moving enough units. But I just know now it's in demand. It's in high demand right now. That's all around the world. So 2. So it's Vieira. Okay. Well, I like your little avatar there, Vieira. It always makes me happy. So shout out to you. Certainly hope you can get some rest. You quit playing Destiny after the Taken King. Okay, gonna check my sound here. Okay. So is that it? Everybody's been playing Spider-Man and Destiny, and that's what I like. I mean, I threw on some Madden on Sunday. I had the day off. I got to work tomorrow. This gives us a Pro with 10 T-flop. Okay. Your driller avatar. Yeah, it's a pretty cool avatar. So the best avatar I saw was, I think it was this guy that called himself the one and only Ghost. He actually had a ghost avatar that looked happy. It was actually pretty cool to see. Never seen anything like it before. But you kids make up some of the craziest things. Like shout out to I can't remember the brother's name. Did you see that thing on Twitter with the potato chips and it said XBOTS on it? And it had salt and had downgrade confirmed. I mean, the people that are doing that should get paid to do it. Should physically get paid to do it. So, well, all right. Well, God of Games, what else is happening in Australia? Yeah, Scalebound is coming. It's called Project Awakening, and it's Scalebound. In essence, they took the ideas of Scalebound and they just made a different game. They can't call it Scalebound because Scalebound, the name, is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft physically bought the name Scalebound. You can't call nothing else Scalebound because Microsoft owns that name. So you're not a kid. Oh well, you know. It's just it was a figure of speech. I apologize. So I understand. Xbox all about the specs now. No, I mean, look. Well, first things first. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the Scalebound thing. So apparently, what has happened is Scalebound got canceled by Microsoft. I think Platinum Games was doing the actual physical game that was being developed. Okay, that was still in play. Microsoft did not own that code. Platinum owned that code. Platinum is a Japanese company, I believe, and they pretty much sold the code at a discount rate to this other upstart company. This company took the code and they chopped it up, okay? It's no different than if you give me a menu for meatloaf, okay? And in your meatloaf, you put onions and you use a certain barbecue sauce or whatever, ketchup, whatever. You use ground beef, and I go out and I get some ground sirloin, and instead of you use Hutt's barbecue sauce, I use Sweet Baby Ray's. You see what I'm doing? I'm still taking what you gave me, but I'm chopping it up to make it what I want, and that's what they did with Project Awakening. I mean, they're going to say, "Oh, it's a ground up project, and this is brand new." And it's like, no, technically it's not brand new, but it's like an unfinished song. Scalebound was in essence an unfinished song. These guys are finishing it, and it's going to come to which column. So Yeah, well, Sammy, yeah, we'll talk about because I got a bunch. I got a bunch. Like I got 50. I got several people asking me about that, and I'll get to that. What's going on, Gaminator? Hit that like button for me, people. Like button's there on the left. It's free. You know, like buttons to the left. It's free. Well, of course it's true there, Jakku. Okay, it's true. I've got impeccable sources. Everybody knows who my source is. Give a big shout out, everybody, to the greatest AMD source in history, Lou Wappa, who's just keeping it 100 with you. Okay? They talking about this stuff with the PlayStation 5. You all knew that weeks ago. You know, you all knew that weeks ago. I do not early on. Project Awakening will not be going to Xbox, not early on. And then look, this game is a year away from being ready. It is a year away from being ready. So, so don't look similar at all. Project Awakening equals Scalebound. Yeah, it's Scalebound. It's the base code for Scalebound. They've changed it. Okay, they've changed. Okay. Does let me ask you all another question. This is a Sony question. Does Death Stranding look anything like Horizon Zero Dawn? Does it look like it? Okay. And then you need to ask yourself, do you understand that Death Stranding is on the same Decima engine that Horizon Zero Dawn is on? It's just Kojima took the engine and he chopped it up. It's still Decima, but he chopped it up. Who is Waffle? That's not who is Waffle. It's Lou Wappa. Who is Waffle? So, you know, it is what it is. Some animations are the same. Yes, it's the same engine. It's the same thing. So, look up Fantasy Life for Xbox. I will afterwards. Ah. Yeah, they're just making another game. Yeah, they're taking another game. You're like, who? Like in that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and he said, I'm Star-Lord. That dude was like, who? So yeah. Well, Miss Tron, would you like an invite? Or are you slumming it this morning? So, because you're always invited. It's an open door policy for you, young lady. So he didn't chop it up. He added to the Decima engine. Yes, that's chopping it up. Okay. I mean, chopping it up, you know, you go ahead and you add, you take some things. And he also took some things out. Okay. He made some things better. Some things are not going to be as good. So, but for his game, he did different things for it. So, you know, do you think Death Stranding's facial animations is better than Horizon? Yeah, it probably is. So, yeah, Lou Waffle gives games at Christmas. So there you go. Yeah, and I haven't heard from I've heard from Lou Waffle lately. So Lou Waffle's the one that told me about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So how PlayStation got a little bump here. So it's hurting the XBOTS. So oh, you'll join. Well, all righty. Wow. We're gonna have a guest of honor. This means I have to go in here and yeah. Let's see if I can get this right. Let's see here. Load up the Twitter machine. Let me load up the. Let me come back in here. So yeah, I'll be playing some Spider-Man today. I thought about going back to the movies. There was something at the movies that came out. Hey, if you all go check out that Predator movie. It's actually not bad, but it's a matinee. It is a matinee. Do not, I repeat, do not pay full price for that Predator movie. You will come out mad. I mean, you are going to be mad. So let's see here. Let's see here. If I can spell your name right. V. I'll tell you what I'll do there, Miss Tron. I will put it in the round. I'll put it in their podcast, the roundtable podcast. So the same one that King Thrash used, that you used to jump on with King Thrash yesterday. And I will put it in there right now. So if Fatal Mephisto's up, he can jump in too. I don't know if he's up and at it. And the rest of them, Sick Humor. So, but it's in there. I did put it in there. I promise you. This when you get here, close the back door. Close the door. So yeah, but no, I've been playing that Spider-Man. I haven't played reviewers period need to die. That's fine. Just join in and say hi. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let me write down for the Twitter address. Well, you're the best reviewer that you can be. Okay. Is that go? You'll have to pronounce that when you come in here. All right, I will send it there. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, but no, I haven't worked the last couple of days, so no gaming for me. And I was able to jump on the King Thrash's podcast. But what I think you all heard last night, and this is nothing, absolutely nothing against Xbox Video. But remember, I told you guys I told you all in case I bought it out that at every XBOTS core, there's what? There's a 1080p 900p heart. And that is because they truly believe that the reason why the Xbox got outsold was because the games were 900p and below. Okay, that's me being honest. All right, that's what they believe. So, and you're not. Remember, I also said what? You're not going to talk them off of that. You know, there's nothing we can do, nothing we can say. It's not going to change them because at their core, when the PlayStation executive came out and said complete bullshit of 1080p making you a better gamer. I mean, complete horseshit is what that was. And, you know, they don't care. It's that it hurt them to their inner child. Now, if you understand the human psyche, we have three distinct personalities. Your media child and your media adult develop hand and foot. What you saw was the hurt feelings of the child coming out of his mouth. Because anytime, what I gathered was, and I think Vieira, she said it, she has a good question. She asked literally, are you playing Xbox because you want to play or because this is where your friends are? Because what's my default position about your friends? F you and F your friends. If you're going to be a follower, then I don't want you here. You need to be a leader. That's what this is all about. Did we have a visitor? Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
that's me.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
So you said you didn't get now. How do you pronounce your name on Twitter?
It's just Galactic Cutie. It was a generated name.
Okay, no, that's okay. All right, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to mispronounce it. So
I thought it was. Hey, I just picked it out because it was one of my old usernames way back when. And I used the generator, and I was like, okay, I'll just take it. Nobody's had this name.
yes. I don't Xbox Live. I'm situated Spoon 26, and everybody's like, "Well, how did you make up that name?" I said I didn't. It got generated.
Yeah, and those kind of people too. Hey,
because I was trying to make up a name, but yeah. But introduce yourself here, Miss Galactic Cutie, or Miss Vieira. I'm sorry, Miss Vieira Tron.
Sorry, I'm on my other account. I don't even know why. I'm just so tired right now. Somewhat tired. But yeah, thanks for having me on here. I've been like only just King Thrash and 6 channels, so I've been really cool with them, and I think I really do enjoy your guys' channels.
Well, I do appreciate that, and I know Sick and King Thrash. It's always good to have different people from around on. I know you're tired though. I'm sorry you didn't get a lot of sleep, and it looks like Ian from Scotland has joined us as well. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, what is going on in Scotland? I guess today it's an afternoon over there, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, it's just about 1:30 in
the
afternoon. Well, so,
have you had any tea or anything?
That's at 3:00.
3:00 tea, okay. Well, it's morning here, so I got up being a grown man and got me a mimosa. That's orange juice and champagne for all you kids at home. With some crushed ice. It is delicious. It's true 4K orange juice. Let me tell you. True 4K orange juice.
Oh.
You have to go there, don't you?
It's not Diana. It's not fake.
It's not fake 4K.
It's checkerboard. It's checkerboard.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So let me talk about the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All right, Ian, you're kind of a tech guy here. Why were they able, with Rise of the Tomb Raider on the Xbox X, it is 4K native 30. That's been confirmed. So why were they not able to get this game to 4K native on the X?
It's just one big problem. It's the CPU. It's bottlenecked. It can't Ryzen. It would probably do it fine, but it's a bottleneck processor. It's shit when it comes to that CPU. So that's what's letting it down. If it had a better CPU, yes, it would have probably done it quite comfortably, but it can't because the CPU is crap.
Well, I thought it had a Ryzen CPU. I'm sorry, Ryzen CPU.
Oh, they were saying there was a Ryzen in it. Fuck cakes. They don't know what they're talking about.
Fuck cakes?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But, but
yeah.
That's fine. Miss Tron,
but yeah.
This game, it's running. I'm not here to say it's a bad looking game. I don't have it yet. I am going to get it.
Yeah.
I just need
I'm
to
getting it on. Yeah, it's out on Friday. I'm getting it on the PlayStation. So,
well, how did people get it?
We'll see.
You go. Who's talking? Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to say, why do you think they had an issue not being able to get 4K native? They got 4K native with Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So,
you mean is it probably because of different specs they're using on this engine, or that's why?
It could be, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot because I truly don't know. It surprised me that it's dynamic, and then it never really kisses 2160p, so they can say it's true 4K, but it doesn't hold that buffer at all.
No,
so. But it does at some point. We got to be 100% honest here, so that we don't get called bashing the Xbox. So at some point it does hit 2160p. We just don't know when. But at some point it may do it for 3 seconds and then leave. And drop down. So, and this is like a TV. Like in the United States, go ahead, Ms. Tron. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think this is like an issue with the Xbox, isn't it? That sometimes it'll go high with their it goes high for a bit and then drops down, because they've been having this problem for a few other games in the past. So I think it's just the Xbox X they seem to have trouble with, but that's not that's not bashing. It's just saying what it is.
I concur, but we have to be careful because we'll get accused of bashing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean,
yeah,
it happens on the PlayStation as well. So I mean,
yes,
yeah.
So I'm not seeing how this is. I'm just saying I don't see how it's bashing, but it is to each his own, I guess.
They're really upset. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they are mad. I mean, there's upset is when people came out of Batman versus Superman. People were upset. Mad is when you walked out of Justice League ready to hit the wall. Because that was me. I was mad.
That was a rubbish film, so.
Correct. Yeah, but I was being upset's one thing. Being mad is, that's a totally different thing. They are mad at this point.
You talk about, is this Digital Foundries? This is the one?
Correct.
Oh, I mean, I also know this is a video.
I asked you guys, I asked a basic question. I said, well, wait a minute. Why was Rise of the Tomb Raider 4K native? I mean, it held natively, but this can't even do that. And people got mad at me. Well, it's better than the PlayStation. It's better than the PlayStation. That's what they started saying.
That's their defense mode.
That's the most childish defense ever. But
that's their defense mode.
But I'm like, is it really? Because checkerboard rendering holds the buffer. It doesn't. Yeah. It won't. Now you're going to get more artifacts when you have a checkerboarded picture. You get more artifacts, but you still get the buffer of 2160p.
Yeah.
Dynamic, you don't hold the buffer at all. You're going to be sliding by its own volition. Tomb Raider will go to 1600p on some stressful levels on the Xbox X. Now, because it's at night, but a lot of the scenes are at night, you just don't see it. You don't see the tearing. But Digital Foundry, you get ample screen tearing. But they were okay with that. They noted it, but they said it's not a deal breaker.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's cool then.
Yeah.
I don't see what is. I don't I'm not saying I'm not a super tech person. I know I could get by. As long as I get by with tech, I'm good. But when I see people argue about this, I always just wonder, is that really that important to you? Can you just enjoy the game? It's getting to the point where you're getting highly obsessed with it, and you cannot focus on enjoying something and playing. That's why last night I was like, what the heck are you guys talking about? It's like I was interested, but then I was like, this whole argument about what is considered, frame rates and everything, as long as you enjoy the game, that should be your first priority. Be a gamer, not a tech support. You got your own form of tech support, or stuff like all that stuff. It's really silly. And to the
well, it's only a plastic box. I don't know why they get so excited.
It's like that with PlayStation. When people got all, people get excited about PlayStation, all this stuff. I said, yeah, it's cool to have PlayStation. Yeah. I agree with a lot. PlayStation did, that's one of my few boxes, one of the few plastic I enjoy as well for years. Yeah. But I've never in my life ever gone to the point where I had to defend a box. Yeah. And I never in my life had to defend a box. I enjoy playing on there. That's about it. And then the argument about the companies and stuff like that. And this is why I'm looking at this is why I look at everything. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to let you guys do all the talking. I'm just going to enjoy what I enjoy, because that's what's going to be on from now on. Everyone can argue about what is their special box. You're going to have good, you're going to have, good, you're going to have really, really good games on it. You might have really bad games. It might work well on one, it might work on the other. But it's just getting to the point where I'm just starting to see it's just getting ridiculous. That's all I'm just saying. I'm sorry, you guys in the chat. I'm sorry, you guys in the chat. If you guys really just think I'm annoying, I do apologize.
Well, you're pretty about it. Well, this is why I said if I think the Xbox is fine. I don't think it needs to be fixed. I mean, they have a community that's gone full retard. I mean, that's what you were witnessing last night. Somebody was just going full retard.
Oh, that
so
was ridiculous.
Shout out. Let me get you this right now. Shout out to Vidian. I ain't got nothing against Vidian, but what you saw last night was somebody who really got wounded when Sony said 1080p makes you a better gamer. Because that's his default. Now, he was probably just saying that to be funny, but at the end of the day, that's what he truly believes. Is that 1080? Is that really hurt them? That really did. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying this with a smile on my face. When Sony said that, even though it was complete horse shit personified, okay, it was complete rubbish, garbage, trash. It was a throwaway line. They really took it to heart. And that's their reasoning behind the Xbox failing. That's it. Oh, well, it's my personal fault that failed. What's the name of that game, Ian, that I got blamed for it failing? Yeah, Quantum Break failed. It was my fault. Let me make that clear. That's on me. I'm sorry.
What did you do? What did you do?
I don't know. I like the game. But I got blamed for Quantum Break failing because it was 720p.
It was Halo Storm. He said that it was the PlayStation community's fault.
Yes.
Oh, Halo Storm. Oh, yeah. Little shit. Sorry, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's a fuck stick. You're okay.
No, no. I you know what? I told him he's always on everyone's podcast, always talking mess, or talking about he trolls who do side little side steps here and there. I'm just like, can you just stop?
Oh, trust me, when he was on Craig's podcast that time when we were on, oh god, it was murder. You wanted to strangle him.
Oh man, no.
He buried himself. You pull somebody into deep water and then you say swim and he can't do it. So, but Sick Humor is in the house. What's going on, brother? Take yourself off mute.
Hey, no, I'm not on mute. I'm just chilling right now.
I saw your video early this morning. Yeah,
I missed it. Oh,
so great points in your video, Sick.
About what? Honestly, sometimes I be rambling, dog.
Well, no, just about how Spider-Man has let you and millions of us just kind of tap into having a good time, like Ms. Tron here is saying, about just playing the game and having fun. And how you, even though you beat it, you want to go back and play it some more.
I'm playing it right now.
Exactly. See, we having fun. That's what I'm talking about. Unless you're having fun, I just don't see. I just think that sometimes, and I do agree that it's not the PlayStation side. Mostly, it is the Xbox side. Is just taking things they take things to extreme.
Yeah,
it's getting to the point where it's just getting to it's pretty much soaking up their life. It's kind of like you're really not living to play games. You're just living to argue over a frame rate, or argue over a puddle, or argue. Like you said, they're not enjoying it. There are people in the fan base who just not enjoying their games.
They're playing the ultimate game right now.
Oh yeah,
that's called the waiting game.
That's my favorite game sometimes, but dang.
I mean, the reason why they can't enjoy their games right now is simply because they're too worried about perception. You know what I'm saying? They're worried about what everybody else thinks about their box. Nobody cares about your box. No. That's why everybody is getting rid of that box and going to buy a PlayStation. There's no reason a PlayStation should be the same price as an Xbox, just based off of hardware on paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you. I kind of lost my train of thought here because I respect all three of you all's opinions, but damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. Do you all sense, and I don't know how plugged in you all are, do you all sense an undercurrent of Sony should make games for everybody because Microsoft has no games? Because that's, if I'm saying that right, because I get it's just an undercurrent. It's not on the top. I'm just getting this undercurrent of Sony's games are so good. I mean, they're so good, it is driving them effing crazy. They're being driven crazy by the Detroits and the God of Wars, the Horizon Zero Dawn broke their backs. They didn't think Sony's PlayStation Pro could make a game that looked like that. They're not worried about what the game's about, the playability, like you're saying, Miss Tron, about is it a fun game to play? Just what that game looks like broke their backs. But I am getting the undercurrent toe that they're going to start pushing Sony to make games for everybody because they ain't got no games.
They can't. Sony has already made it very clear that they are about fulfilling their own customers' needs. Yeah. They don't give a fuck about the competition's customers. They care about us. Listen, why do you think crossplay, and again, I'm not trying to bring this up. I'm not trying to make this into a conversation. Right. But why do you think crossplay was such a big deal? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think right now, I mean, after everything that happened with Spider-Man, none of them are complaining about Tomb Raider, and boy, did I see some shit from Tomb Raider. Again, I'm not going to really bash Tomb Raider. I'm going to leave it alone because I guess that's not really my place for that. But boy, all that puddle talk and y'all niggas is letting that shit slide. Woo-wee. I can't take none of them serious no more. We ain't even having these conversations no more. Next time somebody comes up with something dumb like oh my God. Shout out to my homie Burner, man. But he's retarded, man. He's absolutely fucking nuts. This nigga compares Spider-Man to PUBG, talking about Spider-Man had glitches. So it's equivalent to PUBG. Vidiot even had to step in and say, whoa, wait a minute. Nah, nigga. Nah. You can't even compare the two. I'm just like, it's at this point, they're just reaching, man. And I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. What do you think, Miss Tron?
Similar, but like I said before, it's just that I saw that comment. I went back to the video and I saw what he said, and I'm just sitting here like, is he really getting that mad about this whole thing? But then I just realized this is pretty much how this is just fandom in general. This is just a fandom. They'll have some people just going to get upset and they're just going to scream out, talk about, you can't talk about my favorite thing or this. And that's that's why I'm seeing the Xbox as well. And seeing the whole Tomb Raider, and like I said, I have no place to talk about it because I have not played the Tomb Raider games. But from the looks of it, it looks gorgeous on certain scenes, but some people actually found certain other scenes where there's a woman, I guess Laura sees this lady, and she couldn't tell if she was crying or laughing. So you know what I'm talking about. And
yeah, I saw that.
I was like, I can't tell if she's crying or laughing. It's like, what's so funny? I'm just like, I thought she was crying. So I said there's certain scenes where it just gets all weird and you can't tell if this is supposed to be cinema or you're supposed to be you're actually playing that scene. I don't know. It just looks weird. I don't like it.
Well, I want it because that tsunami, those kids fell off the building. So I definitely got to get the game. But I thought there were people with the game last night. So is that like a special order that they did? Or I can't go to the store and get it today? I was going to go get it today.
Yeah, if you buy the more expensive one, you get it. I think it was 3 days or something before launch.
Oh, okay. All right. So I see what they did. All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn.
Because I've done that for FIFA. I've pre-ordered the expensive one, so I get it 3 days earlier for everybody else. So.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about FIFA, but I had like a bunch of questions about what happened last night. And I truly believe at the core of every XBOT, whatever you want to call them, they're wounded with the whole 900p, 720p thing. I mean, that's why he was bringing up the beginning of the generation and why Sony would say that, because they're like wounded, like friggin' Vision was wounded in the Avengers movie. It's the way they are. I mean, so And
to be honest, why would you want Sony to give Xbox fans games? Because they don't deserve greatness.
Sorry.
They just deserve trash.
Well, this feels like to me, because there's not a whole lot over there brand new. I'm not gonna say there's nothing not to play. No. I'll never say that. But because there's not a lot of brand new stuff to play, they're wanting Sony to put games on their platform. That's just the undercurrent I'm getting from people.
Well, they should actually be asking Microsoft to give them that kind of games.
I don't disagree, but didn't Angry Joe say something about it?
Yes, he did.
What exactly did he say? Because I did hear you talk about this on your podcast before, but I was on my way to work. But can you kind of just elaborate on what he said?
This actually pissed me off, right? And the only reason why it pissed me off is because I don't see the same energy being used all the time, if that makes sense, right? Yeah. So Angry Joe made a statement, right? And he was like, man, darn shame. You know, one of my friends really want to play this game, but he'll never get to play it, or he can't play it because it's only on the PlayStation. And I'm like, bro, how many games are only on consoles? Why are we not complaining about Mario? Why are we not complaining about Pokemon? Why are we not complaining about Microsoft's quote unquote exclusive games? You got to do the bunny ears because, I mean, y'all know why we got to do the bunny ears. Yeah. But anyway, Forza and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Why are we not complaining that those games are not on other systems? But every Sony game that comes out and it's a critical hit, oh, everybody needs to experience this. Go fuck yourself. Sony ain't preventing nobody from experiencing these games. You know what's preventing y'all from experiencing these games? Y'all love for one piece of plastic. That's what it is.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. Anybody want to elaborate, chime in?
Because to be honest, you kind of want to have best of both worlds. So you're kind of limiting yourself as a gamer, really, if you're not wanting to buy the other console just because you've got a preference. Everybody wants to play games. So if you're wanting to play as much games as you want, you'd have both systems. So I just think they're stupid. They're missing out on some really good stuff.
I think I haven't looked at Angry Joe video in years, so I did not. Or is it a video or is it a tweet?
No, it was a tweet.
Oh, it's a tweet. Oh, okay. Why would he make that comment? You should have told his friend to go buy a PlayStation. Then, you know, that's what I would say to my friends all the time.
They're, and I'm so sorry, but they're actually with that statement. Angry Joe is supporting anti-business rhetoric, anti-business shit. It's almost like saying, why go watch Angry Joe's reviews when you can go watch a million other people's reviews? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense to me. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just like I said before, it's getting to the point where you're too lazy to just go and just buy a PlayStation, even though it's cheaper than getting the Xbox X, but you're just, and then you're just begging for PlayStation just to put the game, let's just be honest, they're just begging to put the games on the from the PlayStation to the Xbox without buying a PlayStation because it's more convenient.
Yeah, they're thirsty. It's better if you say thirsty.
Thirsty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just thirsty at this point. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is why I said last time I call it cross begging. That's what I'm saying, because it's just getting to the point where you're not the same one. My friend and I may talk about this before. She always like, I wish I could play PlayStation games on Xbox. I said, I don't think that's gonna work. And I explained to her, and she's like, oh shoot. And I'm like, well, never mind. I was like, yeah, you got to really think about it. I said, at least my friend got it, and she has an Xbox, and she understood. So she did not argue about it, nothing. We had disagreement, but at the end, she just like, okay, that's it.
Yeah, they truly believe that they want the Xbox games, but they feel entitled to play everything on their Xbox. And look, there's the only game I wish Sony had that was on the Xbox. Well, the Xbox has it. Sony got was Quantum Break, but they're getting the sequel, Control.
Yeah,
because the woman that you are talking to in Quantum Break, that's the woman that's in Control. So you just don't see her, but now you get to actually see her. You know, when you're playing Control. But ultimately, you're getting a sequel, so that's fine. I mean, it's going to be the exact same thing. But I like Quantum Break, but I like science fiction, so I'm going to give that more room. And I love the bubble, the time bubble, when they were first started the machine up, and you can look at the machine. It was distorting space and time. I thought that was cool, but people didn't buy it. It was my fault, so I'm sorry. You know, it was my fault. You know,
yeah, you're terrible.
Yeah, I'm terrible. You know,
you're horrible, man.
Yeah, I'm horrible. I mean, I'm sorry. It's free. If you got an Xbox, it's free on Game Pass. Go download it and play it. It's garbage. The story is okay though. The shooting is trash. It's flat out the box, garbage. But the story, just play the story, walk through the story, have a good time. You know. So.
Oh, okay. I do have a question about controllers. I still can't get over the grease one, the anti-grease controller. I still can't get over that. I thought that was fake. I thought it was some spoof or parody or some, or it was like a meme. I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a meme the whole time.
It's like that Xbox doll. I thought the Xbox doll was Photoshop. When I first saw it, I said, somebody's being really stupid, but this is funny. And then I was on a podcast 2 days later, and I was like, are you kidding me? That thing's real? They actually made that.
Yeah.
That's their sex doll.
No, that's the doll I had when I was 5 years old. I had the All-American Girl doll I used to drag around. But the whole idea is to see. I mean, in some ways, I understand they're appealing to the little girls or maybe people who are doll collectors or something. Yeah. That's understandable. You try and appeal to that market, you know, because I will be honest with you. Xbox is being targeted as male-only box. If you look at the old advertisement, you never saw women. So over time, one thing I did like about Xbox, they were also promoting women to play the game because they never really had that type of energy. But if they're trying to get little girls to play it, that's fine, and I'm okay with that. But let us know when you start putting games on there instead of putting other accessories.
I laughed at it.
They're obsessed with their controllers, that's for sure.
Yeah. But your thing on the controller, I'm like, well, it kind of makes sense that they do have an anti-grease controller because they're moist.
Yeah, so very moist.
They something to disparage that. But ultimately, yeah. I mean, who needs games when you got an anti-grease controller? Yeah. And then they saying, well, if your friends came over and they eat Doritos, they'll put their hands all over the thing. Oh my God. Sick, what do you think about that grease controller?
I think it's fitting. I mean, if you look at Aaron Greenberg, you know, he's the head of marketing. I mean, it definitely makes sense. I mean, he knows there's people out there who play games like him, such as Tim Dog and, you know, other individuals who eat while playing video games. I mean, it makes sense to have an anti-grease control. It is what it is. I mean, you got to stay classy, folks. You know, yeah. Just understand that, you know, they saw a need for this type of controller, which means that and I gotta say this in my Craig voice, they had analytical data that suggested that they needed an anti-grease controller.
Do I really sound like that? That sounds kind of sexy.
Pause.
Oh man. Well, wait a minute. There was a gentleman in the chat from Australia who he couldn't find a pro. But you think because that anti-grease controller, that's Australia only, right? So I wonder if he can find one of those and like do an opening of it and put grease on his hands and then that's what he needed to demonstrate.
He's Australia's high. He's gonna start cooking.
Yeah.
I can't wait until the inside Xbox where they show you how this controller works.
Yeah, I need a demonstration. I would roll. I mean, I would be like, that would be classic right there. Have Major Nelson come out and take off his white gloves, dip them in some Crisco, you know, or something called Big Mama's grease, and then go ahead and say, "Well, I can still hold on to the joystick."
I could just, you know what? I just had a really horrible image of that, but thank you very much.
Yeah, I can picture that. It's disturbing.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here, to be truthful. So, all right. So anyway, with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it apparently is, like I said, it's not running 4K on the Xbox, and they're hurt. And the PlayStation version is apparently running at like a locked frame rate or a locked something. It's running at a better frame rate, and they're upset. Like, I mean, they're over there just dying. Whether it be, shout out to Matt's Gaming, but they're dying over there on Matt's Gaming's comment section. It's like, even though Digital Foundry says this, like Matt brings up the article and highlights it, and in the comment section, they put things like, well, I still don't believe they have something called, so the Pro apparently has something called 4K textures on it. And again, these simps said that it couldn't do 4K textures. So, and Sid, you a tech guy, can the Pro always do 4K or higher textures, and they just chose not to? Or what do you think happened on this one?
Here's the thing, right? And I don't understand this for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think most people understand how textures work and how the streaming of textures work within the memory and everything. But you have to ask yourself this question, Craig. Right? So I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to answer your question by asking you a question. What's the best game you ever seen on PlayStation?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay. Now, when you look at the textures in Horizon Zero Dawn, and then you look at the textures in other games, do you ever ask yourself, well, damn, how can they do this, but then this game looks like complete shit?
Wow. No.
No, just asking that question, because if you look at Shadow of War, which quote unquote had 4K textures, correct?
Correct. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then you compare that with Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, you name it. You name the game, and then you compare the textures to each other. Tell me this. Why is it that the textures in those games look much better than the textures in Shadow of War?
Hey, are you talking about for the Xbox or the Pro?
I don't believe the Xbox has God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I do not. Yeah, I honestly do not know. I was told by people on the multiplayer podcast that
that answers your question right there.
Yeah,
you're right. People on the multiplayer podcast. Whatever they said, just disregard it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Unless it's coming from J-Dub or Porter Rock, disregard that shit.
Good point. So the Pro can do so, because this one person was saying that I don't know, he was over there being moist, and he was saying that in the comment section, he said, well, why didn't Sony's first party developers use 4K textures? And I said, well, they didn't have to make the games that they made.
How do you know what textures they use? They never said or never stated what textures they are using.
Yeah, which I stated. I said, we don't know that they didn't. They just haven't stated what they did. But even if they did not, their first-party developers are so good, they don't have to use them.
Hold on. Polyphony Digital did state that they created all of their cars with 8K resolution in mind. Keep that in mind.
For GT Sport?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which they did say, let's be honest here. Digital Foundry did say the HDR implementation, that's a big word for me this early in the morning, on the Xbox X is equal to GT Sport on the PlayStation Pro. Equal.
They had to say something nice.
Yeah. If you play the HDR if you play it on the 4K TV on the X with HDR, I guess the S does HDR too. So you're getting Gran Turismo type of HDR.
Tell me this. How does one gauge two totally different games, the HDR implementation on those two totally different games?
Oh, I do not know.
What are they using to gauge that?
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't know if they're using. They've got some kind of gamut reader, but I can tell you this: I've been the victim of 8-bit gambit HDR. So I do. There is a difference between the 8 and 10-bit, but I don't. As far as the naked eye for me, but I don't know as far as that's a good point. I don't know as far as they're using some kind of meter or reader. They've got all kind of machines, tech.
Well, here's the thing.
Got over there.
Here's the thing, Craig. Keep this in mind, right? Keep this in mind. When they make open-ended statements like that, just don't even look too far into it, right? If you're going to compare something and say that something is on par with something else, but then you don't say anything else other than that it's on par, what's on par? What part of the HDR implementation is on par? You know what I'm saying? At what point is it on par?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. They're not showing you it in
no, they're just saying
or how they even got to that. I see what you're saying.
They're just saying it. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
I think a lot of people get me like confused, you know, with somebody else because they think that I like Digital Foundry. They think that I praised Digital Foundry because of like the Spider-Man video. I didn't even care about the Spider-Man video whatsoever.
Well, you said the lighting was different before they even, you know.
No. That was the only reason for even watching that video, just to see what they were saying based on what they said and what I told people prior to that. I guess now at this point, people think that I'm like pro Digital Foundry. Fuck out of here. I think people give Digital Foundry way too much credit, way too much credibility. So much so to the point where they let them determine their purchasing decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like if they say, oh no, I would wait on this, then you hear everybody repeating that same oh no, you know, I'm gonna wait and see if there's a patch or an update. They don't even understand why they're mad anymore. These people Digital Foundry tell them what to like and what not to like. Literally, in the literal sense. After Digital Foundry's video, people start apologizing. Like, why did it take Digital Foundry to do something that was seeable before they said anything? This is what I don't understand about this gaming community. And everybody put way too much, just like Matt Piscatella, people put way too much stock in what's going to happen in MPDs, and they totally forget that MPDs is only determining what happened in America, in North America. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with what else is happening worldwide. But they put all their faith and stock into that, not knowing that Sony has been dominating worldwide forever. The gap isn't closing. It's widening. And it's widening in a way that most people won't like because it puts Sony further ahead. Like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Anyway, I talk too much. I'm out.
Vera, what would you like to say?
Dang, you do talk too much. But no, it's true. You know, you have to really you just have to really look at, like, I never heard of Digital Foundries until I think like maybe a couple of months ago. And I didn't know people really look up to this company. I really didn't know people looked up to this company that much. Yeah, I watched the one about the Spider-Man, and I saw little clips about the whole thing with Tomb Raider. But other than that, I just like, okay, well, you know, whatever. You know, it's, you know, there are more tech experts though. But Digital Foundry is a tech experts too. So I mean, why just start believing the developers, not sitting there just believing like a second group of people.
I agree. That's what was disappointing and surprising, is that you had people literally questioning the developer, literally calling them liars. And I'll give a shout out to a guy. I won't say his name, but he's in the comic book world. He's got a big following. This was to the lead up of Spider-Man. He did a huge video, and he was saying that the Spider-Man had been downgraded, things like that. And then he did come out with a 5-minute apology video saying that, hey, look, the developer said one thing and our eyes said something different, but they're correct. When Digital Foundry, like six right, when they came out and said that the lighting textures they looked artificial, and so they changed it to be more like what a suit would look like in the sun. That was it. That was the end of it. But I'm like, well, that's what they were going to do in the first place. That's why I said on Twitter, his suit is made of cloth. So why would it have reflective properties? Now, if it's the Iron Spider, that should have a reflective property because that's nanotech, or at least in the movie it's nanotech. I don't know what it's in the game. It shouldn't be nanotech because that's not been canonized in the game. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, it's crazy, you know. And but I don't disagree with what you said, Sick. People put way too much faith in. And Corey Massey said people get Digital Foundry's analysts analyzing things confused with their opinion. You know, so
no, that's true. I mean, I guess my biggest gripe with Digital Foundry is the fact that they are getting paid by these platform holders, right? But then they're offering something that says that something is better than the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't do that. And I'm talking about in any way. I feel like it's a conflict of interest, so to speak. Because what they're doing is they're taking money to promote something. You know what I mean? And anytime you're taking money, you're gonna say things in a way that make things appear better than what they truly are. You know what I'm saying? Like they did it with Sony with Horizon Zero Dawn. I had no idea about this. Somebody pointed that video out to me, and apparently they took it down. So I'm not sure what happened with that particular deal. But then they also turned around and did the same thing right around the time the X was coming out with HDR implementations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you're being paid to promote this product now. Can I really truly take what you say? You know what I'm saying? Seriously as we should or should not. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, with the Horizon video, they got two different analysts. They got a pro version and they got a, the base slim version, and they ran the pro version as they transposed them. They were like, well, this looks downgraded. Or something about the pro version would look downgraded. Like, well, yeah, you were running a 1080p mode. So they apologized for it. They were wrong, and they did that's why I think all of a sudden Horizon Zero Dawn's their favorite tech game. And that's my opinion why they're doing it. But they to this day say Horizon Zero Dawn is the best game this generation. They said it's hands down, it's not close. Character modeling, the way the game reacts to you, to your character, the puddles in the game you walk through, you leave footprints. Then when you come back, your footprints get harder. Then they turn to dust and then they blow away. You see ants crawling up the trees with leaves in their mouths. You see all that stuff in Horizon Zero Dawn. So, but I think that's why for me, that's why it's my favorite game this generation. Plus, the character is just so darn cute. So, but
boys.
What's going on,
Oh, damn.
So, but Sick, what do you think about the Scalebound? Sick and Ian, what do you think about? Because you all watched it live. What do you think about Scalebound coming back as a different game? What's it called? Project.
Wait.
What is this? Project Awakening.
Project Awakening, which is Scalebound. I mean, it's Scalebound.
Nah, it's not Scalebound, but I know what you're talking about though. I know what you're talking about. Project Awakening. When I first saw it, I thought it was Deep Down. I think Ian was there with me when we
because we thought it was Deep Down because it looked so like it.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like a good game, but we only saw a small portion of the game where the guy was fighting the dragon or whatever the fuck they want to call that beast. But so far the game is looking up. It's looking good. We'll just have to see where it goes from here because it could come out and be complete bullshit. But at this point, they showed a lot of stuff at that PlayStation lineup tour video. They show a lot of games like Crystal Chronicle.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Like, wait, what?
You haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
But it showed a bunch of games. Now, I didn't like that joystick being a spaceship. They can miss with that horse shit.
Actually, I like that shit.
Hey.
I was like, yo, if they sell a model of that controller, I would buy that shit. That shit
no, it's actually something that you attach to your controller.
You would, really?
Yeah.
Yo, that Starlink game looks good, man.
Well, no, I mean the conference I heard was lit. I mean, everybody that I know that watched it enjoyed it, but yeah, that whole joystick thing moving around like it was a spaceship in a different galaxy was I thought that was look retarded. But the
use your imagination, Craig. Use your imagination, Craig.
I'm a science fiction guy. I like Quantum Break, even though
then you should be all for that. Then if you're a sci-fi dude,
I'm like, well, I just thought it was dumb, but I thought the conference was good. But yeah, so we get Scalebound 2.0. So what do we? So everybody's excited about that. Mr. Ron, are you excited about Scalebound 2.0?
I just think it's gorgeous. I am excited because first of all, it's the same. Not just only that, is run by I think CY Gaming. CY Game also taking over, and they're the ones who doing not Blaze, but Grand Blue Fantasy. So they got Grand Blue Fantasy and they have this game. So I mean, this company is really good. Apparently, their mobile game is actually fun. So this mobile, I said their mobile game is fun because they is technically in Japan. You have to actually get the account from Japan to actually play it. So I'm actually excited for this game because it looks promising. But like Six said, it's good. You just like kind of wait a little bit and see what they do. There might be some changes. So
hold on, I'm gonna look at this trailer right now while you guys are talking. Give me a sec.
All right. Well, now what other games did you all see there? Ian, what other games did you see that kind of like?
There was the one that looked a bit like Yakuza. That looked quite good. They looked very violent and all that. So, but yeah, that looked really good. There was a few kind of anime kind of stuff, which you got to see a bit more of Blood and Truth. Well, hopefully they'll come out with that soon because that looks like that'll be another seller for VR. Ace Combat looks brilliant. So
yeah, now that did look cool. Now that down there, I was gonna go buy a PlayStation VR because that did look pretty neat as hell.
Yeah,
So yeah, that did look good.
There was also Killer X, which was a kind of survivor first part for your VR as well. That looked pretty good as well.
Yo, why do I get Dark Souls vibe from this?
Because it's Scalebound. That's what.
That's not what Scalebound was.
My God, it's the same code.
No. This game, I mean, Scalebound had more of a cartoony fucking graphical fidelity behind it. This looks nothing like Scalebound whatsoever.
Well, I mean, it had a cartoon fidelity because it was only Xbox. But
Jesus, shut up with that. Stop with that excuse. But here's the thing. No, this one I'm looking at right here as I'm watching this, dude. Like, I don't know.
Your mic is so loud, bro. You killing my ears, and I got these headphones on.
I can't do nothing about that, dude. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can turn. Let me go to this thingy, the control room, I think it's called, and let me assume control.
Yeah, you have to turn me down on your end, dude, because I can't do nothing on my end to do anything about that.
I'm also interested in the Judge Eyes as well.
Yeah,
that looks
Judge Eyes.
It's beautiful. It's kind of like I miss playing detective story games. Those games will give you that whole adventure that you're a detective and you want to go and solve crime. And I'm definitely going to play that. I might, and I am thinking about getting the VR, and I do want to play Space Channel 5. I don't know about you guys, but I love that game.
I'm gonna tell y'all what I believe, right, about that whole Judge Eyes game. I'm gonna tell you what my theory is on it. Ooh. My theory on Judge Eyes is that it's an alternative to Yakuza because Sega can't put Yakuza on the Xbox.
So that game is going to be a cross-play game.
I do believe so.
Did you turn me down there, Craig?
Oh yeah. You much better. You much better.
All right, cool. Sorry, sick man.
Gotcha.
I can't do anything on my end, dude. I wish I could, but I can't, man.
No, that shit blasted the fuck out of my ears. I had to turn this shit down.
Apologies, man. Apologies. I didn't know.
Yeah, the Sekiro game does look good. I don't know if I'll buy that, but you know what's gonna happen, guys. Who's gonna prepare you for this? When that game comes out and then Ghost of Tsushima comes out, they're gonna say Sekiro's better, and they're gonna say that because they have access to that.
I'm definitely gonna say that Sekiro was definitely better than Ghost.
Fuck you.
You got a fanboy right here on that one.
By the way, did they show anything for any more Ghost thing from this Tokyo Game Show shit or no? Right? Oh, okay. So
they show old trailers. They show old trailers from Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima. What was the other one, Ian? They showed some. I think they showed
Days Gone.
Yeah. What's up?
They showed more Days Gone.
Yeah, they showed more Days Gone.
More Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
And there's a VR segment for that one.
Oh, I can't wait till that comes out. I'm gonna play that. I'm definitely gonna play that. They showed a lot of shit. They showed Samurai Showdown, which was called something different, I guess, in the Japanese version. I think it was called Samurai Spirits.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They showed Dead or Alive.
Garbage.
They showed
Crystal Chronicles.
Yep, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
I'm glad to see that series is coming back.
Yeah,
I am too.
Me too.
Did they show Chrono? Did they show Chrono Cross?
No, I heard that somebody was working on a new version of Chrono Trigger though, but they scrapped it. They scrapped it.
Yo, sick.
It was supposed to be called Chrono Break, I think, or some shit like that.
And instead, we got Quantum Break. Maybe that's what
Hey, leave Quantum Break alone, dude.
I like it. I can make fun of it. Now, go ahead. Go ahead there.
God Eater. God Eater 3. I just played the other one recently and I loved it. So I'm actually
the third one looks good.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good things about God Eater, man. God Eater, what the fuck it's called.
I want to play the whole series though. I can't just jump in on 3, man. I got to play the other ones in the series.
They already have a manga. They have the manga as well. So I was like, dang, should I play the manga or until I play the game or read the manga? I don't know which one. So I was like,
I would say play the game.
Yeah.
By God.
But I think the manga is though. I think they have more information about it though.
Craig, JB brings up a good point. Did you guys see that little tease that's in Spider-Man?
Not yet. Don't spoil it.
JP already did in your chat.
Now, I have seen the PlayStation. I'm sorry, I've seen Xbox headquarters in there. I didn't know they put that in there. Mm-hmm. But so shout out to them. I did like the Doctor Strange nugget because he said that window's cool, but it always seems like something strange is going on in there. That was actually pretty funny when he said that. So, but yeah, I've seen some nuggets though. But I was gonna wait till I beat it because I want to see everything. Because they said if it has something to do with the Avengers movies, it's in the game. There's something in this game attributing to it. So
yes.
I want to see it.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, the cameo, even the cameos of certain people that are in Avengers movies are in this game, which surprised the hell out of me as well. So, because
cool.
Especially the big one when they were eating, I was leaving it that when Mary Jane and Peter were eating at that little restaurant. That was phenomenal. I'm not gonna say who that one. That was phenomenal. I like dropped the stick. I'm like, wow.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah. That surprised the hell out of me. And I kind of knew what to expect, but I didn't expect that. So yeah, we'll definitely have to look at it. And I'll be playing. I haven't even went over to Avengers Tower yet. Like I went to the World Trade Center thing and jumped off and then landed in the water. That was pretty cool. So I wish I agree with Game Over HD when he said that if they can put in a fall damage, I think it would just give you a more sense of you got to do certain things right or else he can get hurt. You know, because right now he does a superhero landing, which a lot of people didn't recognize. Some people picked up on that. That came out of the Deadpool movie when he was like superhero landing, superhero landing.
Yeah,
that's why he lands like that. He's doing a superhero landing. So but he's doing it from 80 stories. You know, I can't feel that. You know, but they could patch they could do something about that later on. But I have to wait and see. But no.
Some of the glitches that's going on. Yeah.
All games have glitches. So
yeah, I saw. Like I said, I saw some of them. Some were pretty funny, but
that one there with that dude on the boat that looked like a fucking 16-bit fucking character.
Yeah, unless they say it's in there for a reason. Yeah, I've not played a game that did not have an odd glitch, and I'm talking about the great ones. The Detroit had a glitch in it. The Horizon had a glitch. Assassin's Creed Unity, my God, those people's faces were melting. You know, they did fix that. You know, shout out to Ubi, they did fix that. So, but I just think at this point there are people looking for stuff because they're mad, and it's like the people who got embarrassed by Puddlegate, by getting exposed, they're really going out of their way to find stuff. You know, and so now. You know, go ahead, Fatal. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say those people that made a big deal about Puddlegate, man. Fucking, I hate those people, man. I don't want them to breathe the same air as me, dude. No, literally, think about it. Think how fucking retarded that shit is, bro. You're bitching about something that doesn't even fucking. Who cares? Play the fucking game.
Well, but who filed
man.
But Fatal, look at who filed the complaint. The complaint was filed by people coming out of the Xbox community that want the game on that platform. And like,
fuck those people. If they want to play it that bad, Craig, they can go out and buy themselves a goddamn Xbox. If they can sit there and fucking upgrade from an S to an X, fuck them. That's their fault.
But like I said, if they can attack the game enough and make it bad, and then it sells bad, that increases the chance of Insomniac going to
it's not going to happen,
and
dude.
say, please let us make this a multiplayer game. He's right about that, because that's ultimately what this is about. Is they're like I said, they have been wounded to their inner child. I mean, when your inner child gets hurt, there ain't no coming back from that. You know, because there's people like me that's going to keep driving the sword into you deeper.
Yeah.
So, because it's just, I love the Batman news. You talk about people running for the caves when that news came out. So big shout out to you, Sick, for streaming at it 4K 60 uncompromised.
I was wondering why you were doing that the other day there, Sick, man. Now I get it. Now I get it.
No. That wasn't the reason why I did it. I literally, you know, the title was a joke, but I wanted to go back and play it because after playing Spider-Man, man, the combat is so fluid in Spider-Man, man. I wanted to go back and see, was I tripping, you know, about Batman? And I have EA Origins, which gives you all the Batman games pretty much for whatever you pay for the Origins access. So I played the Batman game. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why does Batman feel like a goddamn tank? Like, this nigga feel heavy as fuck. And it's man. But I mean, it's an old game too. So let's call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they made a more current Batman. Oh shit, they did. Arkham Knight. Niggas still feel like a tank.
Arkham Knight was such a letdown too, though, man. Arkham Knight was such a letdown, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a massive letdown, man.
It wasn't that great of a game, and they did too much with the Batmobile. The Batmobile was overdone in that game.
Yes, thank you. Yes, yeah, that was the major gripe that I had with that game, man.
Well, yeah, I've never played them. I've heard good things about them. Overall, I heard it's a real good series. So overall, I mean, some are better than others, but I mean, ain't no Mass Effect series. I mean, don't get me wrong, they ain't gonna touch that series.
So I do have a question, Craig, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys yesterday because I think you left. I watched it. You did leave it because that was the only way I was able to get in last night on the Roundtable podcast. But either way, okay. So maybe you and Sick can help me fucking clarify this one because fucking Tron and Ian were in the chat yesterday. I brought this up. So why is it now all of a sudden now that I'm starting to see all these journalists come out with all these bogus websites, man, harping on fucking Spider-Man for being a cop or being gay for that matter?
Well, I mean, he ain't gay because he's thirsty for me.
You saw that link that I sent you, right, Sick? The one that I tagged you in?
No.
It was an article. It was an article.
Oh,
somebody was basically talking,
about
Spider-Man being gay and shit.
Hero that doesn't help the local police. A superhero that doesn't help the police. There's anti-heroes that don't help cops, but
no. Batman works hand in hand with the police.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he's fucking best friends with the goddamn chief of
commissioner.
Police. Yep. Yeah. Commissioner Gordon, man. Yeah, exactly.
Again, y'all don't believe me when I say there's people who are making websites who are getting hired to slander games. Like that's their only fucking point. That's their whole point of existing, because none of this slander comes when other people make video games. Nope. You know what I'm saying?
I know it rubbed. I know Spider-Man rubbed a lot of people raw. I mean, they are just. Let me just quote OBJ the Don, because I loved his quote when his lead up, because he did a podcast, a live podcast. Shout out to him, brother. You should do more because we love it.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
He just said, quote, the Xbox community, quote, these niggas is mad as hell, end quote. That's it, and that is them in a nutshell. They are so mad that they are just saying anything they can to try to hurt this game, and it's not working. Peter Parker, he's like that. He's like the Iron Spider suit. He's Teflon, baby. But to say he's gay when he's thirsty about Mary Jane and that he helps cops, I mean, are you kidding me?
I can explain that one.
Okay.
I can explain that one. Somebody must be checking out, go on Google and just check out Spider-Man, and they just look at a bunch of ships of women or men who write fan fiction or just artwork, and it's like, oh, this is as if he is actually gay. That's what it is. That's just what they're finding out. They have nothing else to write about, or they just don't know about comic books.
I mean, he's poor. I mean, I can tell you that much. He's a poor superhero. I mean.
The poorest superhero, yeah.
He's one of the poorest in Ant-Man. Well, at least Ant-Man's got they're on the run now. But for shout out to the movie. If you hadn't seen the movie, you should go see it. But they're poor too. Nope. They're the only one that's rich is Stark. That's it.
Yeah, he's rooted.
I always thought it was Black Panther. Yeah, he owns a freaking country.
So Black Panther and Stark are your rich guys, and I guess Reed Richards would technically, but he's not in the MCU yet. But there ain't a whole lot of rich guys running around. Bruce Wayne, like Six said. So that's it.
So I played the open or the public beta there for that fucking Blackout.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, by the way, Ian. I appreciate that. Thank you, by the way. Played one game, deleted. It's garbage. Moving on.
If anybody needs codes, I got like 4 of them. I got like 4 codes if anybody needs codes for that Blackout demo.
Go drop one in the. Oh well, let's give one away. Sick, do you mind, or you want to do one later on, or what do you think?
I'll give them all to you, and you can just give them away. Like I'm not gonna do nothing with them.
Yeah, send them to me, and then I'll choose 4 random slugs. How long is the beta open?
I think for a week or something like that. I think it is.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Right. In all honesty, it's not bad. Right. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to sit up here and say that it is bad, because it's not bad. Right. But it did prove to me that no matter what they did with Battle Royale, I would not like Battle Royale games. Like they're okay to play with friends. Right. But nothing more than that.
Well, let me ask you, are they going to do like this is what Call of Duty. Are they doing like different time periods in the Battle Royale? Like they do say 3 maps and all you can use is World War II stuff, and then maybe other stuff that's World War, their advanced, like the advanced when they were fighting on the planets, and you had different advanced weapons, laser guns and rail guns. Do you think they'll do something like that and put that into the Battle Royale mode? And then you just had different maps, and but you're battling with different kind of weapons. It gives you a different feel. I mean, your goal is the same, but it at least gives you a different feel. You think they're going to do maybe something like that, or just,
you giving Call of Duty way too much credit.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, yeah.
They not going to go out of their way to do shit.
No, for me, my experience with it, man, it's just like it's cool that they're doing the whole battle royale thing in COD, whatever the case may be, but it's still fucking COD. It still has the shit mechanics, the shit hit detection, the shit weapons that make that are over fucking powered, man. It's still the same garbage. It's just now done from an actual more of an open world thing. It fucking sucks. It's still Call of Duty at the end of the day. Yeah, it's still Call of Duty at the end. Yeah, it's still Call of Duty at the end of the day. Therefore, it's automatically garbage. Fuck that shit. If I can
call it V2 and get one man army,
fuck that V2 crap. Give me classic Call of Duty.
Like the Big Red One. That's my favorite Call of Duty.
Call of Duty 2 style. Give me that, where it's like there's no perks, there's no kill streaks, it's just gun on gun. That if you beat me out, man, is that fucking either your connection's better than mine or fucking you're a better player than me.
Right. I got you. No, I feel you. You long for the old days. I got you.
Yeah, man.
I got you. I don't blame you. Because that's when it was
the old days, back in the day when games were actually good.
Yeah, quality. Yeah, you're right. I still love Descent. If I tell people a good shooter, Descent, just ship on ship. You had to be the man or the woman and play that game and not blow the cord. So
hey, Craig, I sent you all of the codes.
Okay, man, I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, hey, Craig and Sig, I have a question for you guys. What were you guys' thoughts about fucking THQ Nordic fucking picking up the rights to Kings of Alamore?
It makes sense. It makes sense. THQ, they're building up their library. Like, THQ.
Yeah, they've been buying a lot of shit, man. Yeah.
And then Nordic. No. But let's be clear. Nordic bought out THQ.
Oh,
and then they named it THQ Nordic so that it was a name that people, could understand, basically. Because if you say Nordic, people are going to be like, okay, what the fuck is that? What did they ever make? But if you say THQ, you think of all the good wrestling games. You think of a whole bunch of fucking games that was attached to THQ. So now they bought out Saint Rose. Yep, like you said. I think they own Deep Silver as well. Let's be clear. They own Deep Silver.
Are they making Hitman? Is that THQ? Is it Hitman or is that somebody else?
I'm not sure.
That's Crystal Dynamics.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Thanks. I'll go ahead, Sick. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. That's really what it was. I mean, THQ Nordic, I like what they're doing, especially with that game, Biomutant. I can't wait for that shit to come out. It's looking great.
Yeah, more people need to talk about that game, man.
We'll talk about when it gets there. Now, what's going on with this last Remnant or last Starfighter going to the PS4 remaster? Apparently, it was pulled off of something called the Steam Store, and then it's a remake's coming. So, anybody know what's going on with this game? Or it was
what's this one on Kickstarter? I don't know. Okay.
What, the last Remnant?
Last Remnant was a PS3 game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it came on last gen. Yeah. You're just porting a remaster over.
Much about it. I never heard anything about it.
Trust me, that game sold like garbage. Fucking last generation.
It did. It did.
Well, now what is it about? Is it like a Dragon Quest game, or what is it? What are we looking at here?
No. The combat's
it's an RPG.
It's an RPG, but it's not like your traditional combat system when it comes to combat. Like they try to do something a little bit, I don't want to say over the top, but they try to make things different with that game. Combat's hard to explain, man. You'll have to look at a video clip for it, man. It's hard to explain.
Right. All right. Is anybody playing Dragon Quest 11? I've heard nothing but bees knees. It's great.
No, but I want to though.
I haven't got it yet, but I'm hoping to.
So we're gonna get it.
I have it, but I've yet to play it simply because of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I mean, but when you do play it, please explain why it's taking them 11 times to go on a Dragon Quest. Why can't they? It's like Zelda. She keeps running away. She just
It's different universes, right? It's like different universes of the same thing. Zelda's like different universes too.
Yep.
There's multiple links.
Yes, I didn't know that. There's it's what do they call it? The multiverse? It's a multiverse.
How the fuck did you not know that?
I just didn't know. I just kept knowing Zelda kept running away, and I'm like, look, if she keeps leaving, let her go. I mean, she keeps running away. Who gives a shit? So,
man, you disappoint me, Craig.
Universes, I understand. It's different stories. I got you. So that actually does make a.
So is it reincarnation? Is the dragon being reincarnated over again?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know why it takes 11 times to go on a Dragon Quest, but
shit. Well, think about this. Why in the hell does it take we at like 15 right now? With the Final Fantasies.
Well, those are happening on different planets, but yeah,
but those are all different stories and different characters and shit like that, though.
Yeah, except for Final Fantasy X and X-2, that was a true sequel.
And 13 and 13-2 and 13-3 Lightning fucking Returns bullshit. That garbage ass game
was straight trash, straight garbage. 13-2 was.
A lot of the stories is just none of the stories make sense because if I looked at, like I said before, I think someone asked me, you asked me what's my favorite Final Fantasy game. I said 9 because I felt like it was the true.
Mine too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. The last good Final Fantasy game for me was Final Fantasy VI, man. That was it. 7 can eat a dick. 8 can whatever. 9 is fucking pretty good.
7 is amazing. I will not take any 7 slander.
I think it's overrated. I think there's people that overrated.
7 is highly overrated.
But
highly fucking overrated.
Y'all tripping. Both of y'all tripping.
No.
Well,
it's overrated just like Ocarina of Time. Oops.
No, wait, what? Majora's Mask awesome.
Did nobody like 8?
Awesome.
8 I thought was
8. I loved 8. I loved 8. Everybody hated fucking 8.
So good. Well, because 7 was so good that 8 is
7 was not that good. God damn it, dude. 7 was not that good.
7
it's one of the best games.
7 was very good. Very good.
It was super deep.
Oh God!
But 7 was super deep. It was deep in its own way. If you look past all that and you look at the theories of it, it's really eerie. Actually, 7 is actually eerie.
I prefer Kefka as my villain over fucking Seth.
Isn't his character in Kingdom Hearts now? I mean, his character was so big they put him in Kingdom Hearts.
Which one?
Sephiroth is great. The one-winged angel.
I want him to sing. Sorry.
But I agree with
fuck that motherfucker.
I love Final Fantasy IX. Very underrated. I didn't like that blue thing with a hat, the dark thing. Why it just was weak. Why they gotta make the dark one weak?
Why do you gotta make fun of Darky like that, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you?
What was his name?
Evie?
I know his name is Evie, but I called him Darky in the game.
I didn't like that. But I like
that motherfucker was dope, dude.
I love the game.
Evie like that.
Final Fantasy 8 could definitely eat a dick. For sure.
Yo, man, suck my ball bag, bitch.
That shit can definitely eat a dick.
Nah, 7 can kick rocks, man. I'm tired of that game.
Terrible.
I'm tired of fucking
terrible. Squall was terrible. 8 was terrible. Fucking 8 was terrible.
The card game.
Still better than fucking 7.
No, it ain't.
By a
long mile.
When you got to get your summons, you had to literally go look for them in certain areas.
Yeah, that shit. That's what made that game fucking good.
Yeah, it's G-Force. The G-Force. That's where you try to get those. But every time I try to get one, I kept missing one. I was like, what?
Hey,
what was it?
9 was not trash, motherfucker.
8 was though. 8 was definitely trash.
Shut your fucking pipe hole, bitch.
Well, which was the one you could only put the G-Force to the summoners? I did like. That made the game feel more realistic. It was more tactical. But did that happen in 9? That was Final Fantasy 9. You could only link them to a summoner. So and that was back old school, going back to like 5. So
that's probably why I liked it a little bit more. But 12 was another good one. But I just felt like it didn't get the same hype that much, even though it was one of the late. It was a late game, but it still didn't get the hype that I was hoping it would get.
But going back to Zelda, though, man, nothing will ever touch Link to the Past. Not even Ocarina, not Ocarina of Cry, not Majora's Crack, not fucking any of that shit.
I love Majora's Mask. I love Link to the Past. Link to the Past is a great music. The music was memorable. I will admit that. And it had like
those JRPGs, you can hate them, but the music scores are always
the music scores are pretty good.
Yeah, the music, we can't knock the music. So shout out to them because that's hard to do and that's expensive. Trying to get a guy to come in and bring an orchestra in and write the music and to the game, to the mood. That's one of the most difficult things to do.
I think that's also the biggest issue what I have about I love not the biggest issue, but that's why I like the old Xbox because I had one of my favorite games on there, and that was Panzer Dragoon. And Panzer Dragoon 2. They had the 2 game. The second one was good. I got addicted to that game. And my friend took it back. I was so mad at him. But because we used to like trade games. But you know, systems and games we used to trade. But the fact that I played it and I loved it. I was so pissed off that Xbox didn't. It feels like the division didn't even bother to bring that back or have that same feeling. And I feel like that's probably why I just can't get into the system at all.
Man, listen, they spending too much time trying to follow PlayStation, man. They following in PlayStation shadow right now.
They need to follow their own.
Are they?
Like,
yeah, definitely.
What do you mean? No. I'm curious. I'm just curious.
No. And instead of so imagine all the Xbox 360 games that they could be making sequels to, that they own the rights to. However, the only thing they care about is looking at games that are popular on the PlayStation and trying to get those games instead of saying, you know what, let me go ahead and talk to these Lost Odyssey developers and see if we can make a new Lost Odyssey.
Yeah, new Lost Odyssey will be fucking fire, dude. Yeah, new Lost Odyssey is definitely
like once again, it's like they're gonna forever be in the shadows because all they're trying to do is kumbaya. Don't try to kumbaya, try to kill.
Well, that's what Microsoft is good at doing, though. They always play in the shadows. They have been since the first generation.
Go for the jugular.
Yeah, they don't need to. They're not going to benefit from that.
The first 5 years of the 360, they were being ruthless. I mean, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I mean, they were being ruthless. The first, I mean, when Gears came out, and my God, they had Gears, and they had Mass Effect come out. Then Jade Empire came out. I mean, that they were ruthless. Knights of the Old Republic was still big, you know. So. The Splinter Cell
Jade Empire came out fucking before that, though. Like that came out on the OG Xbox.
Yeah, but those Splinter Cell games, the Tom Clancy, you know, the Ubisoft, they had that deal with with Tom Clancy to make those games off the books. They were killing it. They were trying. So, but I understand.
You should have invested into a PC last gen. You would have got a majority of those games on PC too, as well. There, correct?
I'm doing that now, and I've got the.
Took your slow ass time long enough.
I will be able to do everything. I'll be unstoppable. I'll be at 14.
Oh, but Microsoft gave me a reason to buy a PC because I'm going to play all their games on PC. But yet, when those games actually come out, I'm not playing those games on the PC.
Who's doing that?
A lot of people are.
Oh, yeah. Well, last game, I'm going to buy Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the Xbox because I got the other one on Xbox. But the PC thing, like I said, I've sent the Black Order out to the planets to get my last stones, and so I'm just waiting on them to come back with them, and then I'll complete my gauntlet, and I'll be ready to go. I do have to get something called what's the name of that thing? Oh yeah, I want an RGB keyboard. I want an RGB.
The fuck?
I don't know. It lights up.
Yeah, he wants the RGB mechanical keyboard.
Oh, that one. Okay, okay, cool.
And mouse, because I want it to light up and be like, So,
get one of those mouses. Get one of those mouses. Well, get one of those fucking mouse that has like a number pad on the side of the actual mouse.
Yeah, well, those things are expensive, so yeah.
Shortcut keys, bitch. Gotta get with the time.
Oh my god.
I gotta work some OT.
Mysterious person inside. Who's the person in there?
Huh?
Yeah, there's someone else in here. I don't know who that is.
Who?
It's like this is a mysterious person. You got another person inside.
Yeah, it's Google Hangouts. It's been weird.
I'm not seeing anybody else.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm on the
Sick
screen.
Craig, you and fucking Ian and my fat ass.
Oh, I'm just looking at the screen, so.
Oh, it's, you know what it is? It's probably me because I take up 2 slots because of my fatness, so it's probably what it is.
What the fuck?
Don't ask. I'm just fucking around. I'm just clowning. I'm just clowning.
Oh, don't say that about yourself, man.
Hey, Tron, listen. One thing, Tron, you're gonna learn about me is that I always put myself down because I'd rather have myself put myself down, if that makes sense, than have somebody else do it for me.
Well, okay.
Is that a Canadian thing?
No, it's called being smart, you dumbass.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Craig. I'm fucking with you, dude.
I'm just.
It was I use it as a defense mechanism when I fucking had to deal with bullies back in the day. Because like I would sit there and agree with everything that they would say, and they would just piss them off because nothing that they were throwing at me was working.
You actually had a bully?
Huh?
That's crazy, bro.
Bitch, I got picked on so much all through grade school and high school, dude, man.
Yeah, I used to be called 4 Eyes.
Gaming was the only thing to help me cope with it, dude. So fucking I didn't have to worry about dropping out. Well, I mean, I did drop out of high school, but that was for my own reasons, though.
That's crazy.
Wow.
See me going to fucking school and shooting that bitch up now, do ya? No.
Don't see that. No.
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I know bullies exist, but I don't know how. I don't know.
Man, I got picked on so much in grade 9, dude. Like every day, like I would literally have people sit there and like just talk shit when I walk down the hallways to go to my locker and shit every fucking day.
Oh, you
every
used
day.
to be that guy?
Yeah, I was that guy.
Damn.
Yeah. And I went to a Catholic school on top of that, which makes it worse.
That guy.
I was that guy. Yeah, I was at a Catholic school. Yeah, so I had to wear like a uniform and shit.
Ah, shit.
That's what I always tell my son. Anybody who comes at you, you know, in a manner where it looks like you need to defend yourself, I always tell them to defend themselves. And I tell them, you will not get in trouble for defending yourself. You will get in trouble for being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody that's just starting shit with people, then you will definitely get in trouble. But I tell my son all the time, don't ever let somebody figure that they have that type of control over you, because they will take and use that to their advantage. And every time they see you, they're gonna fuck with you. Like,
well said, man.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. That's where that bullshit.
No, and I'm with you on that too, Sick. But that's why I grilled. Like I built grilled. What the fuck? I got food in my mind. That's why I built that whole entire analogy. Like, it's like bullies when they start making fun of you and stuff like that, because they try to put you down, right? And they want to see you like get upset. They want to see you cry. They want to see you do all that shit. For me, I just sat there and I agreed with everything they said. Like they made like fun of me because of my weight. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know, man. I've been trying to lose weight for a while. Nothing's working. Blah blah blah. I just threw it right back in their fucking face. And every time I did that, dude, seeing the look on their face, dude, was fucking priceless, man. After that, they stopped. They stopped because nothing that they would throw at me, dude, would fucking stick. And this is also coming from a background too, as well, having my older brother, do the exact same thing, beat the shit of me on a regular basis, dude, just because he wanted to, dude. It was bad for me, man. But you know what got me through it, though? As I said before, gaming got me through it. Not drugs, not fucking none of that shit.
It's a stress. It helps with the stress. Cause I used to when I used to work a lot with my other job, I just stress out, come home, and just play fighting games because I can't fight nobody at work because they can piss me off. But it's the best. Seriously, fighting games were the best stress relief I ever had.
Really? Oh yeah, and it still is. It still is this very given day. It still is.
Yeah, people do find coping is a better coping than, like you said, go out, just take your anger on real people.
Yep. I don't like confrontation, man. I'm not a fan of confrontation. By the way, fuck you, OBJ.
You beat me to it. I was just gonna read that.
I've been waiting to say that, but I didn't want to cut her off. And fuck you, Sick, for trying to read that shit too, you motherfucker.
I was just about to read that shit, and you fucking beat me to it. Shout out to OBJ the dog.
Fucking OBJ running his mouth again, man. What a fucking dill hole.
Fatal is awesome. Marrying the pig from Sea of Thieves today. Congratulations. Damn.
Hey, Trey BK, yeah, sick humor here. He gave 3 or 4 codes for blackout on that. But is anybody getting the Forza demo? Was out today. 27.
I'm actually waiting for that motherfucker to come up. I mean, keep checking, man. It's not there. They had an advertisement for it, but I couldn't have that.
Here's the thing. From what I heard, somebody said this, and I'm not sure how true it is, but they said the demo is for people who pre-ordered the game.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
Fucking micro cunt.
Hold on. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know how true it is, but they said it's gonna be. I mean, because I'm downloading it, possibly for malicious reasons.
Malicious reasons.
But I'm definitely downloading it, and hopefully I just enjoy it, and it looks exactly like what we've been seeing at E3. Hopefully it looks exactly the same way. I mean, anyway. Go ahead and continue.
Hey, OBJ, look, listen, man, I appreciate you congratulating me on something that you have as a fantasy, bro, but at the same time, go fuck yourself.
OJ the Don with the quote of the
year. I love
from
OBJ,
the
man.
Xbox community, man. I love that. That was great.
Funny though.
That's one thing I've noticed too as well, Craig. When you watch OBJ when he's live streaming, that motherfucker seems like he's over hyperactive. You ever notice that? Like the way he talks, man. Like sometimes when you talk OBJ, it's like you don't fucking breathe, bro.
I was laughing at it.
No, it's fucking hilarious, dude. It kills me every time I watch one of his streams, but it's just so fucking funny when he goes off. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I always ask Mass Effect because everybody here needs to play Mass Effect. I mean, everybody in the chat.
Would you fucking stop with that shit?
I played that game a long time ago.
Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I'm not gonna say anything as of yet. And no, I'm not gonna pull an XBOT and slander Forza Horizon 4. I'm not gonna pull one of those moves. I actually want to legitimately play it. But
yeah, I'm gonna play it. I hope they add some Hot Wheel tracks to it because that's the best part of Forza Horizon 3 for me. I love those Hot Wheel tracks and going into loops.
All I'm saying is it better look the same way it looked on that dev kit.
You're not going to get that.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, what if it doesn't look the same?
Who knows? Who knows what'll happen if it doesn't look the same? Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing will happen.
No, you're gonna make a video about it. Come on,
am I? Why would I do something like that?
Because you love drilling it into the Xbox fucking fanboys' fucking faces.
Yeah, I really do. But no. I have all faith by looking at the specifications of this game. I have all faith that it should look exactly the way it looked.
On PC wise, yes. On PC wise, yes.
Well, that's why I'm playing it. That's why I'm playing.
There you go.
I'll leave those Xbox.
I'll play the Xbox One S version that makes it look like Forza fucking Horizon 3. There you go. Fuck it. Because I firmly believe that footage that we saw fucking during Inside Xbox was fucking the S version of it, man. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I thought it looked fine. It did look downgraded from what we saw at E3, but it's Forza. It's still gonna play the same.
Can I say something, Craig?
Of course.
We have about 65 people in here watching. We have 35 likes and 1 dislike. Shout out to that one person who disliked. I know who did it too, but shout out to that one person who hit the dislike button.
Fuck stick.
You all need to hit the like button, and more or less, you also got to hit the PayPal button too, and donate $1. So
hit the like button. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like.
You put money in that PayPal, they're going to take like what $5 out if you put like 10.
Yeah, I know they
$1.
They take about 60 cents.
Yeah, that is true. But that's cool. I like it. I just like people to share the video. That way I can get up to like 1,000 subs, and then
we can get your super chat.
Goddamn, you and fucking Tron, you and the turtle shit.
I'm gonna tell you something about that super chat shit, right? If you think that that PayPal take a lot of money, wait till you see that super chat, nigga. They take They taking at least 40% of that shit, dog.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. On my old channel, when I actually had that up and people would actually use super chat for me, dude, I couldn't even fucking use that shit for anything outside from fucking YouTube shit.
That's true.
It's like, what am I supposed to do with like fucking $5? Run a fucking movie on here, man? Fuck you, YouTube.
Hey, real quick, Corey Massey, did you see the damage control the people in the Max Gaming comment section were doing over Tomb Raider, having 4K assets or whatever that's called? Bro, I mean, you talk about some damage control, and people were just mad. I mean, it's outright mad over there. So, oh, it's worth being subbed to him to see the madness over there. So. It is. It's worth being subbed because they're over there going crazy. So I'm going to get on up out of here, folks. I got to go get my hair cut because I hate the Xbox community so much, man. I hate those goddamn beach whale fucking cocksmokers, man. Piss me off.
I love the Xbox community.
Yeah, it's fucking fun to make fun of, aren't they?
I mean, where else are you going to get that type of entertainment? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 365 days a fucking year, 24 hours, 7 days a week, damage controlling, dog. Like, come on, fam. Come on, fam.
Yeah, come on, man.
Fuck's dead,
man. I love you, Xbox guys. If nobody else tells you that,
I don't.
I love you.
I hate Xbox guys.
Even though Fatal hates your guts, Sick loves you.
Yeah, I just think they went full retard. I mean, that's
a fucking lie. Sick, shut your mouth.
What? I do love them. They're the easiest group of people to piss off, man.
Yeah, they are. But at the same time, it's like when you piss them off, that's when they start saying dumb shit.
Listen, I tried to get the same reaction out of PlayStation fans, bro, and I couldn't get it. I do some shit about the Xbox.
PlayStation fans are too stubborn.
Too
stubborn. I will say that. PlayStation fans are too stubborn. Xbox people are just fucking, dude. They're so...
Oh, yeah, we are.
Man, they make mentally retarded people look like fucking professionals, man. Like, I don't understand how somebody can be that level of retardation. I don't get that.
I mean, they went full retard. I mean, it's like arguing with them. They're over there like, well, this is not true 4K. I'm like, well, here's what true 4K means by Microsoft standards. Well, that's not true. Well, here's the Xbox Wire article. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, that one guy was like, they made a mistake. They put the wrong press thing out. I said, okay, well, why don't you show everybody the right press link? And then we'll just go ahead and use that. He never put it up there.
So are you trying to tell me that people don't even believe X when people who just X for X, they don't believe them either?
They don't believe that. They even though Xbox has put out specifically what true 4K means, they don't want to believe it because there are games on the Pro that hit 2160p through a checkerboard or dynamic resolution.
There are games on the PlayStation that are native 4K, dog.
Yeah.
Man, it's okay. I wish the fucking Pro and the X never existed.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I
wish
really
they never existed because...
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just going to say the reason why I wish they never existed, man, because ever since these two fucking pieces of shit consoles came out, every motherfucking day, every day, it's 4K this, 1440p this shit, true 4K, dynamic this, checkerboard that, fuck your mother this way, fuck your mother that way. It's like, bro, for fuck's sakes, man, just shut the fuck up with that shit. Like, goddamn, that shit drives me fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
No offense, Craig. I'm not talking about you. I know what you're doing, man, and you're doing the right thing. But I'm just speaking in generality, dude. Like, fuck, it drives me nuts, man. It drives me bonker tits, man.
Yeah, but there's games on the Pro that fall under true 4K, and they can't accept that. They're just like, well, there's just no way. I'm like, yeah, 1800p checkerboarded to 2160p is true 4K. I'm sorry that you don't understand that, but that's just the reality. It is just like it's there. Like I said, they've gone full retard. You know. So
do Xbox people even know what a pixel is?
No.
It's a movie, isn't it?
Don't let that, you dumbass. You fuck.
That nigga said it's a goddamn
It's a movie. Like, get the fuck. Shut up, Greg.
It's not a movie.
It is, but that's not what I'm referring to. That's not what I'm referring to.
Wait, hold on, you guys stop. Who's saying that it says definitely not trying to be the Lion King or hard for Vieira, but she's gross? What?
You know what? I thought he was talking about you for the longest, but then again, I thought he was talking to himself. But yeah,
I think he's talking to me
for the longest. Like he was saying something about the black gross woman, and I was like, what?
I mean, there's men. I had that podcast over the cage of love because these men do not know how to talk to women. Like they don't know how to do it. They're thirsty. I mean, we got the cage of love from Ash and Luca. People, talking about that, and it's crazy. So
if they're fucking thirsty, they can just go to the store and get some water.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Actually, I finally got a hater.
You have a troll. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Strong. You're growing up in the world, girl.
You know what I always wonder though? Like honestly, like all bullshit aside, I mean, we laugh and we joke and shit like that, but what possessed some of you dudes to get on here and just be like mad disrespectful for absolutely no reason?
Because
like,
I can't be.
You don't have any idea who this person is. Nope. You know what I'm saying? And you're just trying to make it known and be outright disrespectful to somebody who said nothing to you. Now, this ain't in defense or anything like that, because I told y'all, only woman I defend is my wife. I told y'all that about Ash and Luca, and I told y'all the shit about everybody. But it's getting to the point where this shit is just absolutely retarded, dog. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like,
okay, so I can give you an easy answer. The answer is super easy, dude. It's the fact that, because see, they see it as like an online thing, so like they can get away with saying dumb shit. A lot of that shit. It's because they think that because they fucking hide behind a keyboard, because they don't have no real life social life in real life. They live downstairs in their fucking parents' basement. They're still fucking virgins, that kind of shit like that. So they sit there and they take their aggression out on the keyboard by fucking coming to a chat room, running their mouth talking shit.
I mean, but of all people, y'all could have been disrespectful to my big black ass or to fucking Fatal Mephisto. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's disrespectful to me. Do you not see the comments that OBJ says to me?
But it's like it's just like I don't find that normal. Like that is abnormal to me. That it just seems weird to me to a certain degree.
Yeah, what Corey Massey said, they don't talk to women in real life.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Yeah,
facts.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, real talk. If you think she cute, bro, like, just hit her on some shit in her DMs. You know what I'm saying? You can find her on Twitter and shit, and be like,
yeah, then she'll tell you off.
You know, and be like, hey, look, man, I'm sorry. You know, I really wanted to talk to you, but you know. The only way I thought I could get your attention is by being disrespectful to you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really mean anything by it, you know?
Yeah, but I heard that but Xbox controller that's grease protected.
Oh God, not that again. Please don't. Why you gotta do this to me, Craig?
Did you see the new one, Craig?
I'm gonna do an unboxing of it and see if I can get grease.
Did you see the new one, Craig?
I want to see you do that in a live stream, dude.
Did you see the new one, Craig? Jemiah just tagged you in a picture.
I'm not seeing the new. I seen the stealth one. I've got the stealth one. I opened it.
No. You got to see this though. Go to Twitter and then look at your mentions, and then it's from Jemiah. Says Xbox dropping these fire custom controllers. That controller is fire for real though.
Fire.
I think the Black Panther controller, I did feel some kind of way. I'm thinking they should have put that out for a large scale consumption.
Well, I mean, look, to be honest, man, the only reason why that grease controller fucking exists, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, because it's gonna be kind of nasty, but I'm gonna say it anyways, because Xbox people just like touching themselves. That's the only reason why they're doing it.
Oh yeah, they like touching themselves.
They see that Xbox One X, they put it on, they see that 4K fucking supposed fake fucking 4K shit uncompromised. And like, oh yeah. And that's it. So they have to have a controller, man. So like when they don't wash their fucking hands, they have a controller ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yo, would you guys knock that shit off with the whole pig crap, dude? That shit's getting old, man.
I see this.
I don't play that game no more.
Oh, so I got a comment right from Malik God. Malik God is a regular on my channel, and he like always defends Xbox for some odd reason. You know, he loved talking shit about Sony. And Malik God wants me to believe that the Xbox One has been picking up value over the past year.
Okay.
Is that why it's worth $20 less? I mean, you know, I see. I'm just gonna delete this comment because it's retarded.
How exact did he say? What was actually making that to fucking be more successful?
No. And then
he's talking shit. He's talking.
No, listen to this. Listen to this. He said Heavenly Sword was basically released under a different name. He's talking about Hellblade. But this lets you know he never played Heavenly Sword if he thinks Hellblade and Heavenly Sword is the same.
What the fuck? What?
Yo, this man, yo, Malik God, bro. You close to getting blocked, my guy. You just say some of the dumbest shit ever. Like you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of this dipshit, fucking Johnny Wellman or whatever the fuck his name is.
Chat earlier, troll.
Was it? Oh,
yeah, he was in there trolling.
Jesus.
Oh, they didn't pay him no attention.
It's the same. It's the same person. We know.
It's the same person, really?
It's that same person.
Yeah, I know. Blue, I'll never get old. He'll never get old. I have to accept it. Yeah. The whole piggy thing is going to be part of me now going forward in the future of my YouTube career. You fucking cocksuckers.
I tell you what, if you can actually make this joystick, I'll try to make it because this. Have you all seen this shit? It is
laminated.
You finally saw it, right?
It's got a picture of the Morton Salt Girl on here. Which, that's the Morton Salt Girl. The umbrella should have been green. If you had a green umbrella, it would have been lit. But I got to give you all credit. See, I don't know how they do this stuff, but like you all should get paid to do this. And I'm being serious. You all are really good at this. You all can do it instantly. It's like you all do it in 5 minutes. So
Craig and fucking sick. Do you guys remember that little invention that somebody created with the Xbox controller that helps you eat your Hot Pockets?
Oh, I did see that shit.
Wait. What?
Okay, look it up. There was somebody created this device that you attach to your controller that you put your Hot Pocket in, and like you use that when you're playing your game, so that way you can eat and play at the exact same time and shit. I mean, I had a stuttering moment there. I think I was having a fucking seizure. But anyways, point is fucking. I saw that shit and I just like, bro, are you fucking retarded?
Wait, hold on. So
look it up. I'm telling you, no lie, man.
No, I'm watching it right now. But of all the genius shit that he could have thought of,
that's what he comes up with.
This is what like he's a smart individual, right? Clearly, he's a smart individual. So, what the fuck is this? Like, who comes up with this shit? And he has a 360 controller in his hand. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, man.
Yo, he is not bullshit.
That's the new Xbox controller right there, folks. I'm sharing my screen. So.
Dude, he's doing a lot
of
work. He's putting in a lot of fucking work to make this shit happen. Build a video game controlled Hot Pocket dispenser.
Yeah, man. Yep.
What the fuck is
this? I'm surprised you didn't know about that, Sick.
Hell nah,
I thought I showed you that a long time ago. Yo, that's just fucking funny though, right?
Yo, and he has it on. Who plays video games like this?
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm fucking saying, man. Like, look, we had our fair. Here's the thing, though, Sick, right? We had our fair share of like peripherals back in the day, right? Like a lot of them were shit. But that one right there, that takes the cake, bro. That one takes the fucking cake.
First of all, he finna get somebody fucked up. Because if y'all know, like I know, when you warm up a Hot Pocket, that bitch be steaming. I wish you would. I wish you would try to take a bite out of a Hot Pocket like that. That shit gonna burn the fuck out of your mouth. Like just looking at this. Oh,
I've been there. I was there Sunday when I was trying to watch football. I'm like, oh.
Somebody in the comment section was like, needs a Doritos and Mountain Dew dispenser.
Yo, You know what the sad thing is, man? And I didn't even notice that this was actually even going on. But I noticed like when I was playing Recore on the Xbox, that was I didn't even notice that I went out and I bought myself a bag of Doritos and fucking Mountain Dew that same day when I was playing Recore. I didn't even realize that, dude, until after fucking now that I think about it, dude. It's like, fuck me, I fell right into that category of a bot twat.
Oh my god, this is crazy. People are actually asking for this shit. They're like, yeah, make one for the Xbox One. Like, what the fuck? Dog, niggas is gonna kill themselves with goddamn hot pockets, man. What is wrong with these niggas, man?
So apparently Forza has a 1080p 60 mode, so I guess that makes it like every other driving game, except I guess Drive Club is 30, right?
Yep.
It's 30. So it's got an 1080p 60 mode. It's got like a bunch of cars, but no Hot Wheels track. Damn it! Where's my Hot Wheels track?
It's in Forza Horizon 3.
Oh well, I want some different ones though. But those tracks were good. Those tracks were good. So it was a kid's dream come true to drive around on those tracks like that. So I didn't even try to win. I just enjoyed the track.
So are you trying to say that you're a kid at heart?
Me? Oh, when it comes to the Hot Wheels, yeah, that was my escape as a child. Was I had a bunch of Hot Wheels and tracks, and I would make different tracks. And
speaking of Hot Wheels, Craig, did you ever have that shitty ass track that had those little fucking laser lights that you had to fucking put on the car?
No, no.
That shit was fucking garbaggio, man.
Okay, no, I just had to. I had to use gravity and create ways to get my cars around the track. You know, that's
gravity's a theory.
Yeah, I had to use gravity. I had to use a theory to go. Everything that goes up comes down. Well, not everything. If you can smell what I'm cooking, but I had to use driveways and stuff like that.
Did this motherfucker just put a goddamn rock reference in his fucking tagline? Jesus, Craig, fucking A.
Drive Club VR is 60 FPS. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, well, I stand corrected. All right, Drive Club VR 60. All right. So, damn, man, these people are on point over here. So you all on point about hitting that like button, though. I'm 15 short. You all, that's disappointing. But, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I got to go get my wig split because I'm getting hairy.
Wait, what?
What? Your wig split? What the fuck are you talking about?
I got to get my head shaved.
Yo, let me tell you this.
Okay, well, word it like that, dude. Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you this, Craig. When you say that you're gonna get your wig split, what that means in Florida is you're going to go and get beat up.
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna get my hair cut.
Real quick before we start out of here, there's a video that I exported from my Twitch channel that I still have. It's a video that I uploaded. It's on my channel now. It's public now. Check it out though. It's me raging in fucking Ark Survival Evolved. Sick, you know what video it is? I showed it to you a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, that video is now on my YouTube channel.
I am going to. Goddamn, Venom comes out October 5.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm going to see that shit. I'm going to see that bitch in IMAX, man.
Yeah, you should be able to go get tickets for it here. Shit, you may be able to go get tickets for it starting Friday.
Maybe. Who's going live next? I'm hopping in somebody else live. You going live, Viera?
Nah.
Bitch, you go live on your channel, dude. Fuck.
I don't feel like going live, dog.
I'm just tired right now.
I just feel like hanging out, dog. So who's going?
So
live?
do I.
You going?
So
you
do
going
I.
Live, Fatal?
I would, but I have no way of inviting people because I can't do it on my phone.
Oh,
because the whole Android thing, man. It's like, we don't allow internal. Well, I go live through an application, but the thing of it is that I can't bring people on board to my show because like you won't be able to hear the audio. Because the way Android changed their shit, they don't allow like internal audio to be recorded anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you do it on yours, I'll pop in, just chill with you and shoot the shits, man. I don't give a fuck, man. But I can't do it on mine. I would if I could, man.
Ian going live.
Ian will go anywhere he goes, man. That's what Ian does. He's trying to search for that new gameplay for Ghosts. That's what he's doing.
You looking for some Ghost of sushi? Some Ghost of, I almost said Ghost of Sushi.
Hey, bitch, fuck you. That's what I'm calling it. Ghost Sushi?
Ghost of Tsushima.
I know what the title is. I say it wrong all the time because of my Canadian accent. But fucking, fuck you, bitch.
boot.
Anyways, let's get out of here, Craig. Let Craig go get his fucking hair split.
Everybody do their outros. We're gonna get out of here.
All right. Well, I'm fucking Fatal Fatso, or the Mephisto. Sorry. Thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate it. Sick. If you're gonna go live, man, I'll definitely chill with you.
Is it Fatal the fuck I get Mephisto? Is that what?
Huh? Wait, I'm sorry. What? What was that? I didn't catch that. Fuck you, bitch.
Wait, what happened? When?
What are you doing? Are you going live or what? Because if you are, I'll join you for a while, dude. Because I'm bored anyways, man. I got nothing to do. So.
Sure. I guess I'll go live. I was
there. You go. Perfect, man.
Planning on going live, but I'll go live.
Fuck it, you're going live because I'm bored, and I'm running out of data on my phone, so I really can't afford to go live myself right now either. Fuck.
All right, cool beans. I guess we won't hold you up no more, Craig. God damn it.
Yeah, my bad, Craig.
Yeah.
Craig, like, what the fuck? Will y'all niggas get out of my goddamn room, bitch?
Right?
Yeah, I have to get off my heels and get on my wheels. So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you coming. This has been an early morning edition of Craig's Corner, sick humor style, because I went early. So, copy and sick hip plate. Shout out to you, sick.
Man, I saw that pop up and I was like, shit, okay, we got an open panel today. Shit, all right.
Yeah, I went ahead and gonna do them a few more. You know, shout out to Ryan the Professional. I know he's gonna start doing some more too. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start opening it up a little bit more now that the whole console war is over and we know we got some hurt feelings. And as the Messiah, I must
wait. Before we go, right? You said something about somebody was mad about Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
And the Xbox community is mad as hell.
About what though?
Well, Rise of the Tomb Raider, as you know, is a 4K native 30 FPS on the X. But this version, Shadow, does not hit those specs. And Pro is using 4K. Is a cat? Somebody got a cat?
Sorry, that's mine.
Okay, I didn't know what it was. Okay. All right, I didn't know what it was. But a cat. All right, so but apparently both Shadow of the Tomb Raider on both consoles are using 4K textures, and we apparently were told that the Pro couldn't use 4K textures. So people are they're mad.
Who were you told that by? Who? I mean, that's. Well, like I'm gonna let you go and everything, but
podcast. Remember that there were
people. Never mind.
But now, shout out to Matt's Gaming. If you go to his comment section. Because he did a review of Digital Foundry's review, the people in his comment section are just over there mad as hell. I mean, they are mad as hell.
Yeah,
wait, he did a review of a review?
Yeah, well, that's when Digital Foundry did their review. He did like an 8 to 10 minute review of that. Talking about
their review?
I'm sorry?
Based on their review?
Yeah, well, he put down like his 1800p on the Pro uses 4K textures, which that's true. He was giving you a true review, and it also the FPS on the Pro is better, more stable. And the people were just mad as hell because one, the Xbox version isn't 4K. It's not 4K 30 like the other one, and they're mad because pretty much the gap closed. So you know, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I have a real problem with these people playing like they're actual tech channels and like they have actual tech knowledge. Like, cut it the fuck out, man. Like, leave the tech shit to the people who went to school for this tech shit. Like,
I agree.
That's crazy. That's why I never jump on board those bandwagons. Like, the only thing that I saw fit to even really talk about was the fact that when we looked at Spider-Man, you could tell that there were changes, but that it wasn't a downgrade.
Oh yeah. I mean, you were right, and they said that the light was artificial, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like if you have a Samsung TV, that dynamic light setting, they're artificial. That's why when you go see the Samsung TVs in those showrooms, they just look artificially bright because they have it on dynamic. Normally, they have it on dynamic setting. So. Right. So bright that it just doesn't look correct. And I'm like, why is this again? I said this on Twitter, and I'll repeat myself again. The Spider-Man suit is cloth and it should not be shiny. Period. It just shouldn't be. And that one thing that Kofi showed and Erica Cuts for the Win, the one that they got burned on, that picture is, dealer gaming. What burned them was that they looked at an artificial lighting picture, and so when they put it into a natural light, not the beer, but actual natural light, it looked like it hit. They were saying, well, that's a downgrade. But like you were saying, Sick. No, they put a natural light on it.
Exactly. So, well, you could tell though. You could tell from that scene. That scene did not look natural. It looked like there was a big ass floodlight shooting through the window, and people thought somehow, some way that was right. Nah, fam. Nah. Nope. But I feel like I was vindicated in so many ways.
Yes,
so
I think everybody was. Yeah.
I look at it from that perspective, and then I say hardy har 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 hardy har har.
Yeah, that's exactly what a lot of people were saying, and it's and it was funny. I mean, to me, it was funny because there was so much. I mean, like I said, I went to the store. I'm like, "Where's the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce?" They like all these people came in and had to eat so much crow, they took the Sweet Baby Ray. So it's just the way it is. It's they did nothing. So
facts.
The Crazy trolling on Twitter and YouTube. No, I mean everything I've said on Twitter it can be confirmed. The Xbox community is moist. I mean, they got salt coming out of them. I mean, they've got grease controllers because they're so moist. I mean, it is what it is. So, but all right then, guys, we're gonna get on up out of here. I do have to go sit in the chair, and thanks for hitting the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming. Miss Ron, you're always welcome. See, Sick is about to go live here. He's already queued it up.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right, I left the link for y'all if y'all want it. The link is in the Roundtable podcast.
Yeah, and I may try to jump in after I get my hair cut. So, but all right then, guys. I will talk to you all later. Take it easy.
Yeah, take care.
Take it easy. Thanks for coming, Ian.
No problem.
All right, I gotta go.